It's my world. I fight my fight. And if anything, we have fun with what we do. I don't shy away from competition. I see myself just coming out and he played that pity pat finger touch thing. He's going down with either a mean body shot or a mean knee to the body.
I would hold the advantage of reach, boxing experience, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Kind of have the advantage everywhere. I'm gonna be someone eventually in the UFC on the pay-per-view, so catch the journey while it's early.
This is my world. Too cold, man. Simple as that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our co-main event of the evening as Ivie Nixon takes on Montrell James. Our title MMA keys to victory. Montrell James has to weather the storm that is Ivie Nixon. He needs to work that clinch and land some knees. That told me was his game plan the entire time. That's what he needs to do. Ivie Nixon has to control the pace of this fight. He wants to be aggressive, and he has to pick his shots because Montrell James also has some heavy hands.
I can see, let's bring him out, Montrell James.
Coming to the cage by way of St. Louis, Missouri, it is Montrell James. They call him Too Cold for a reason, and tonight he looks to make a name back into the world of ShamrockFC. He has been coming off 2 losses in a row. After rattling off his first 2 wins as a pro, he said, this is my time now. I want to get back into the Shamrock fold. And so tonight, it's all about controlling distance and being patient. The River City MMA product says it's my night tonight.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Ivie Nixon.
Also coming off 2 losses in his last outing, it is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt Ivie Nixon. He comes to us by way of Midwest Combat Academy. Not only is he a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, he is also a Bang Muay Thai blue belt and a regional boxing champion and 2-time national Muay Thai champ. As we go to our Supplement Superstore's tail of the tape, Ivie Nixon, 28 years old, 6'1", 161.6 pounds. Montrell James, 26 years old, 6'1", 160.6. A very evenly matched fight here for our co-main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 160.6 pounds. Give it up for Montrell James. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 161.6 pounds. Please welcome Ivie Nixon.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for our co-main event of the evening. Ivie Nixon in the red tape, Montrell James in the blue. No touch of the gloves. Looping jab there out of Ivie Nixon.
Ivie Nixon looks much larger. I know they're same size tail of the tape, but he looks a weight class up.
Big kick. They're coming out of too cold. Montrell James.
James throwing that heat right there.
Yeah, James is throwing for the fences.
Ivie goes for the outside leg trip real quick. Gets it.
Nice takedown there. Into half guard is Ivie Nixon. Montrell James told me that we are going to see a new and fresh version of him, but this is not where he wants to be. Steps over, looking for the arm bar.
Nice. Nice little scramble right there.
In that top position, Montrell James working the armbar is Ivie Nixon. It's in.
It is. It's not. I don't think it's extremely deep though.
What's he got to do to defend this?
So if it was me, I would just start jerking that arm out. But you're not super sweaty, so it's kind of a tricky call. You may want to hold your grip, and then when you feel it, that's when you got to explode out. It's an explosive escape.
So when you're still fresh in this situation, you really got to pull hard and just try to get out.
Absolutely. You got to hope he doesn't have a gorilla grip, and you can just yank it out of there.
Rolling again here is Ivie Nixon.
Kind of in a weird position. It's hard to see what's really going on right now. Kind of looks like he has a bit of a reverse triangle he can get, or he's going to throw that leg over for that armbar again.
Definitely, though, Ivie Nixon showing off that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu prowess.
Yeah, he's definitely aware of what's going on.
He's fighting for that arm, looking for a potential Kimura.
Looks like he's trying to roll him over.
James can grab his own shorts here.
I don't think he can at this moment.
Fighting hard to hold that arm position.
See, this is where I just limp arm and just pull my arm out. And if you don't do it in that split second, then it gives him time to readjust his grip and all sorts of things.
Yeah, then it can be, it can be really fierce there pulling through that.
Yeah, I don't think the elbow is where it needs to be as far as for the pressure, but he's still putting him in a bad position and looks bad in the judges. Right back on his feet, though. Now he's got that schoolyard, went for a little schoolyard throw. Nice pass into side control.
Yeah, this is a good scarf lock position here for Montrell, needing to step over. Gets the back is Ivie Nixon. One minute down here for this first round of this 3 5-minute round fight. Big deep breath out of too cold.
1 minute left, Kansas City, make some noise.
Keep sitting back for that arm bar.
Can Ivie roll into this position? Down to 40 seconds remaining here in the first round.
Right here, I'd like to see James just go out the back door and just attempt to take Ivie's back. Looks like his arm's in a good position where he can just kind of step across. See, he just tried to get out. He should have just went up and took his back.
But he eats some body shots for it.
He's throwing right back, though.
Kansas City, let him hear.
Ivie Nixon kind of gives him the come on.
Whoa!
Oh! Big knee to the body.
Nice first round.
Adam, how do you call that one?
Oh, that's clearly Ivie Nixon got that first round. He had control. almost the entire first round as far as ground control. A little bit of aggression at the end there. Montrell James threw some heavy punches, but Nixon countered. They both just happened to miss.
If that would have connected, though, as we look at our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, James just threw for everything there. Nixon ducks under and makes Montrell eat some knees for it.
What I like, though, is it wasn't like a crazy overhand close your eyes punch. It was a technical rear side hook.
Now, if you are in the corner here of Ivie Nixon, what advice are you giving him?
I'm telling him to get it back to the ground. Right there, on the ground, he had most of his success, and he dominated the entire round on the ground.
All right, here we go, Kansas City.
Round 2 of this 3-round contest. Jeremy Johnson, along with my partner, UFC vet Adam Sella. Thank you for joining us on Flow Combat tonight and more. Nixon very loose here in his movements. A lot of feinting of the head.
Yeah, sometimes that's hard to deal with. You got someone who's an orthodox like that, it's kind of hard to handle it. Right here, Joe jumped on his back.
Oh! Nixon ends up in the half guard position. What a scramble. Back to full guard is James.
I think James got a little greedy looking for that choke right away, but right there, now he's going for the arm.
Smart move here out of Montrell to Cold James. Locking down that arm.
And this looks a little bit tighter than Ivie's.
Oh, could it be? Ivie fighting it.
Nice.
Very
nice.
good move out of Ivie Nixon. Montrell James in this position really needs to work for an underhook to try to get out. Locking up, gets the back here of Ivie Nixon. Let's see how Nixon handles this position.
What I'd like to see him do is throw that leg over and pass over to a mount position, because what's going to happen is Ivie's going to turn into him because he only has that one hook in. There he goes.
James steps over, but Nixon goes right out the back.
He's got to keep hands on. Ivie's got that tie clenched on those knees, those elbows. I think James is just waiting to explode with a big punch.
Big uppercut. Oh, but Nixon just plants those hands right on the head of Montrell James.
Ooh, nice lead elbow right there. Ivie Nixon looks a little bit tired, breathing a little heavy.
Both of these fighters have given it their all so far.
Ooh, I like that lead elbow he's got there.
Those are tough coming in.
Absolutely.
Lots of elbows here coming out of Nixon. Big knee to the head. Here comes that bang Muay Thai style.
Absolutely.
Dwayne Ludwig has perfected this. Again, trading knees to the body.
This is not a game I want to play.
Not at all from either one of these guys. Nice upper knee there. Throw big elbows coming out of Nixon. Throws an uppercut and separates. Huge left hook, right hand. James answers right back.
Jesse Finney said this fight has Fight of the Night written all over it, and they are living up to the expectations.
Big knee there. For working that tie clinch is Ivie Nixon. This is a terrible position to be in.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Again, lead elbows coming out of Nixon. Too Cold needs to get out of there. He needs to get his back off the cage.
Yeah, James just took a glance up at the clock. I think he's trying to find a time that he's going to start exploding off, try to end this fight. Oh, nice
big right
hand.
Followed by a left. Two cold answers to the body. Step out, fires the right hand is Nixon. Goes, throws an uppercut that time. Mixing up his punches. Big judo trip there out of Ivie Nixon.
Full
dropping
mount.
him.
Mike England will stop this fight if he doesn't defend himself.
Montrell trying to get up, looking for the armbar here again is Nixon. 19 seconds. Can Montrell James survive this?
This one's a little bit deeper, but it's also going to be a little bit harder to get with the sweat.
10 seconds. James fighting with all of his might here to stop that armbar.
I think he's going to survive.
He will survive it.
What a round.
All right, Adam, if you were in the corner here of Montrell James, what does he have to do to shut down Ivie Nixon?
Man, it's a tough one because Ivie Nixon is very awkward, he's just moving a little bit different. I think he needs to go with some straight punches, kind of get away from those wild hooks, straight, then kind of maybe throw one of those wild punches.
Looking at the Mattingly Lumber instant replay here, those lead elbow strikes. Instead of throwing the punch, he's throwing an elbow.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. It makes me wonder if Ivie maybe hurt his hands.
That was the first thing that I thought too, is when you see guys like that, Uriah Faber in the UFC used to be famous for it. If something was broken, he'd throw the elbow instead.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that. I think his hands are fine, to be honest with you. I'm looking at his corner. They're not doing a single thing for him. I think he just likes him being a long, lanky guy like that. He's got him. Why not use him? He's landing them, so keep going.
All right, Kansas City, here we go.
Third and final round of our co-main event of the evening. Jeremy Johnson along with my partner Adam Sella. I got to tell you, Ivie Nixon here looks very fresh.
Oh! I think that rocked him a little bit.
He answers right back, though.
No, James is a little bit staggered, I believe, from that.
Yes.
If I was Nixon, I'd break apart and just keep striking.
Finding an uppercut. James trying to answer right back. Woo! Big duck under there from Nixon. Again, more knees. That tie clinch is mean.
I like that takedown attempt right there. Nice double leg. Now he's got that butt lock. If he wants to pass, or what's he going to do? Let's see. He's passed into side control. I think we're about to see a barrage of elbows coming down.
This is a bad position here for Montrell James. Going to try to lock up that arm. Here comes the elbows. Again, maintaining that side control position is Ivie Nixon.
What Ivie needs to do is get that left arm over to secure James's arm, and then he's going to be free with his right arm to let those elbows go.
But James has to mount some sort of offense here. He's got to do something.
Absolutely. I think James is losing this fight completely right now. It's still very competitive, very entertaining, but in the judges' eyes.
James working, gets the back here of Nixon.
Look at this. This choke is in. I'm telling you right now.
Can Montrell finish this fight? It's under the chin.
Look at this. Look at this.
A lot of time left. Will Ivie Nixon survive it? He's fighting the hands.
He's fighting the hand. Oh, that chokes. He let it go. That might have been his best opportunity to finish this fight. He's got that arm triangle if he can get a better position right here. I'd like to see James start doing a little bit of ground and pound here. He's got 2 minutes is a long time on the ground in this bad position like this.
Yeah, this is a terrible position here for Ivie Nixon.
I would like to see some ground
Big
and pound
elbow.
happen. Absolutely. I'd love to see some ground and pound. Try to keep that position. I always tell everybody you got to get a position before you do anything else. Looks like he might be going for a triangle here. He can free up his right leg. It's freed up. He's got it. The lock is there. A minute and a half. He's got an opportunity right now to finish this fight, Jeremy.
What does he need to do?
He needs to get his hips. Stay tight, stay tight.
That actually can tighten up that position.
Now, what he needs to do is he's grabbing the wrong leg. He needs to do a sit-up. That head's almost out. Ivie's out.
Back to full guard, Montrell James here. James, big elbow from the bottom. Eats one himself.
What a fight, Jeremy.
Again, looking for the
Look at
submission.
He's going for kind of
Kansas City, let him hear
an omoplata. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't know if that was an armbar, an omoplata. I wasn't really sure what he was going for.
Whatever it wasn't the best thing to do because now he ends up in side control. Ten seconds remaining. Both fighters up to their feet. Ivie throwing bombs.
What a fight, Jeremy.
What a co-main event here in Kansas City for ShamrockFC 308. Jeremy Johnson along tonight with UFC veteran Adam Sella. That co-main event lived up to the hype. As we look here at our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, heavy hands was the story of this fight from Ivie Nixon, but Montrell James throwing up as many submissions as he could come close to. Adam, how do you see this fight?
I think this fight is 2 rounds to 1 for Ivie, and it could be 3 rounds to none. Just depends on how you look at it. But I like how Montrell James almost finished that fight, in my opinion, 3 times that last round.
Definitely delivering here, and we still have our main event of the evening, which will see Wayman Carter taking on the standout wrestler from American Top Team Coconut Creek in Johnny Evelyn. Let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the Shamrock Fighting Championship experience looks like. That was the best fight of the night. Let's give both of these guys a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards this evening, all of the judges saw the fight the same, 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision. Give it up for Ivie Nixon.
Getting back on the winning track is Ivie Nixon taking out Montrell James. Still a lot of talk here in the cage. Final show of respect there. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it is time, Adam. It is our main event coming up as Wayman Carter takes on Johnny Evelyn, and we will be right back right after this.